It's me again. God! Yeah, I had a very spicy pizza last night. Yeah. Me, jalapenos, don't mix well. I actually ate, funny actually, because it wasn't yesterday, it was the day before. I ordered some shopping from through Just Eat Co-op. Right, I got the Co-op to deliver me. And that's the thing. I got them to deliver. You know, I was getting to my shopping delivered, right? And I remember looking at my phone, and I was thinking, you know, I bought all these items. I bought, you know, several items, and you know, and it says like a 10p bag charge. You know, it's like, oh, so you're gonna fit that all in a single biodegradable green bag. You know, I'd ordered a birthday cake. Like it's the party Charlie caterpillar cake. You know, and I got a box of Relentless. That's all they sent me because that's all they could get in the bag. And I was thinking it, and I was talking to the spirits with me. I was talking to them about it when I was looking at the app. And I do this all the time. You know, I can talk about things and it manifests. It's funny how it works. You know, I sort of, you know, I jinxed myself, didn't I? Anyways, so, you know, I had like 4 items missing, so I got my refund. You know, they added the money back to my account, so I'll have to order some shop. Anyway, I ate that, you know, I didn't have any other food in the house. All I've got boxes of noodles. And there's pretty much nothing else that I wanted to eat in the house. So I ate that entire cake. It's like, you know, I don't know, it's probably like that long. It's like a giant Swiss roll covered in chocolate and Smarties. And it's called Charlie. Well, I saw it and I saw the name Charlie and I was like, yes, let's do some magic. And I bought it and I ate it. And then yesterday, I got myself a big Pizza Hut pizza. It was a half a meat feast, stuffed crust, and the other side was beef sizzler. And there was a heck of a lot of jalapenos and chili on there. Yeah, they really were generous. Let's put it that way. So, yeah, I've been feeling like a Play-Doh machine the past 24 hours. Well, the last 15 hours, yeah, I've just been purring and purring and purring. Spicy! Sorry, I just can't help myself. Fatboy Slim is fucking in there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Actually, well, it's true, actually. Oh, well, I was upstairs earlier on. You know, I have spirits with me. And, you know, we got it on. You know what I'm saying? Bad Boy Slim is fucking in there. Well, you know, yeah, it's true. Well, you know, that's the thing. What does heaven mean? You know, most people think of that way. Do you know what I mean? It's up there somewhere. Yeah. Anyway, isn't it interesting though that the word heaven is almost like the word heathen? Yeah. Very similar. Yeah. Anyways, this is a bit of a random video, this one. So I was saying in my last video, I was having a bit of a rant. You know, that's the thing, you know, people rant. A lot of people rant, don't they, in this world? My name is Grant. I say it Grant. Some people say it Grant. You Grant, rant. Anyways, you get the point, right? You know, I was talking in my last video, I was talking about cats. I was talking about panthers, lions, you know. You know, what's a tiger? Tiger. Eye of the tiger. Yeah, you know the eye of the tiger. Yeah, if you haven't watched any of my videos, you know, you're going to be totally lost here. Okay. You picked the wrong video to watch, I'm afraid. So go somewhere else. Go watch another video. That's my advice. You know, go back to my old videos where I could actually be bothered to explain things. I just want to speak. I've got my pink lighter here. Yeah, well, all my other lighters, they're broke. So no, I can't, you know, I keep trying to refill them with gas, and this is the only one that's working for me. Strange how, you know, I've been using this for about a week. It's strange how things in my life, it's very strange how things manifest. It's very strange how I can see things before they come sometimes. You know, it's really weird, like, you know, it's so strange. I'll be watching videos, I'll be sitting in front of my computer watching a video, and sometimes I can anticipate when the doorbell's going to go based on what the words are being spoken through my computer screen. You know, I can just anticipate it because, you know, people, it's a magic thing. You know, they ring the bell at a particular moment in time, and that's a magic. You know, because I say magic is happening all the time, and the timing is, you know, is important. It's important. So it is what it is. I actually had a problem with Pizza Hut last night because they brought me the wrong ice cream. They brought me a little pot of ice cream. I noticed it was made in Leeds. Ice cream. Leeds. You know what a dog lead is, yeah? Dog wine. Yeah, that's another interesting thing, isn't it? Dogs, they whine, don't they? They don't make wine. They don't, you know, take grapes and press them and, you know, make bottles of wine. But, you know, they whine, don't they? Dogs whine. Yeah. Yeah, and obviously dog is the opposite of good. You know what I mean? It's the other way around. I'm putting out information here. You know? It'll only make sense to those who have watched previous videos. Okay? This is actually the first coffee I've drunk since I've eaten that pizza, so how long this video lasts for, I don't know. I can only guess, but we'll see. Still feeling a little spicy. Yeah. It's that big Charlie cake I ate, I think. It's, yeah, I've been eating too much junk. Fat Boy Slim. I need to, yeah, I do. I need to go on a freaking diet. That's what I need to do. I hate, you know, this is the annoying thing about doing what I do, because I have to sit in the seat all day long. You know, I get to the point where I feel like I can barely walk anymore. It's horrible. You know, the world, people of the world, well, when the, yeah, I don't know how things will go exactly. I mean, this is the thing about the book of Revelation, you know, there's a vagueness, isn't there? There's that vagueness. People are always like, yeah, it's so vague, but it's because it's a magic story. And those who understand how magic really works with words, as I've explained previously in previous videos, they will, you know, that's why, you know, what will happen, okay? Let's put it that way. Let's keep it simple. Isn't that interesting? You know, the other thing is, well, country. What's a country? You know, we all live in a country, don't we? You know, a country. Marie. Yeah, remember what I said about Mary? You know how she's the dirt, she's the soil, she's the material world. That's what, she's materially minded. I'm spirit in a body composed of matter. Matter means mother. You get it, hopefully. Anyway. Yeah, I'm sort of getting to what am I thinking at the moment? I'm sort of thinking, do you know what I'd like to do? I'd like to go take a holiday. It's amazing. Like, I get pretty much £1 million of money. I could have done anything I wanted to do, but I spent all of my time at home trying to show people who I am. And after 3 years, I have not received any good response from a single person. In fact, I probably have a lot of haters more than anything else. But the fact is, I cannot lose. I can be annoyed, I can be angry, I can be pissed off, yeah, but I can't lose. So, yeah, I got stuff I have to do. I got a house to clean, I've got to sort out my mail. I've got so much unopened mail you wouldn't believe. I can't even remember the last time I opened a letter. I open parcels when they come through the door, but I don't open mail. I've got stacks and stacks and stacks of mail that just needs to be opened. Yeah, it seems to coincide with the post office Horizon scan. Everyone's talking about it on TV, and even since then, I still haven't opened any mail. Hilarious. But this is the thing. I don't know. Something happened to me like years ago, when I was close to bankruptcy. I got into this state of I didn't want to open mail anymore, and I've sort of got into that. I've fallen into that hole again. It's not good. Like I have to stop it. It's a really bad thing of me to do. But I'm pretty sure, there's nothing massively important. There shouldn't really be anything massively important there. So I just be like, yeah, I'll leave it. But yeah, I have to get all that sorted. I have to get lots and lots of things sorted. So that's going to take time. I'd really like to go on holiday, My car has less than 2,000 miles on it, even though I've had it for more than 2 years. So, I quite fancy a trip to somewhere, I don't know where, Could be Scotland, could be Alton Towers, could be Amsterdam, could be, I could drive across Europe if I wanted to. I've got insurance and cover for going across Europe if I wanted to. So I can go anywhere the fuck I want. Yeah, I'm thinking about, I've got to sort out money things as well, because I've got to, I've got enough money to keep me going for a while, but I've spent a lot of money, I'll be honest. Well, the car wasn't cheap, but, I spent nearly 100 grand on that. I've got watches, they're quite expensive. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do, but, yeah, I've got to get my house sorted. And money, well, I'm not worried. I'm really not worried. I've got plenty of options available to me. I would like some money, more money in my bank account, so I've got more to play with. But at the same time, I need to calm down on the spending a bit as well, probably. But, yeah. Let's not go into that. I don't want to talk about money. don't want to talk about it. The fact I'm still here and breathing and living, well, that's, you know, that's the most important thing, really. Yeah, that's the most important thing. And the crazy thing is, you know, if I ran out of money, if I did run out of money, well, you know, that's the thing. If I'm falling, everyone else is gonna come with me. You know what I mean? That's the thing. You know, the more bad shit that happens to me, the worse it gets for the people of this world. You know. Basically, yeah. You know, I mean, I'm like the life support machine you're supposed to look after, but you don't. So the world suffers. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know, the fact is I've got way less to worry about than 95% of people, I would say. Probably 100% of people, actually. Well, yeah, actually, I mean, God, like, you know, I might not be a billionaire or a trillionaire, but, you know, they've got more to worry about than me, I'll tell you that much. I'm their worst nightmare. And that's the crazy thing, isn't it? Like, you think, if people actually paid attention to me, the possibilities, you know, the possibilities to think about, it's mind-boggling. It's mind-boggling. It's really sad, you know, and, you know, people complain about, you know, money and how everything's unfair and this and that and blah, blah, blah. Well, you know, all those filthy rich, super powerful people who are, you know, that's the thing. They all are trying to be me. They're trying to be God. You know, they consider themselves to be elite or elite. You see? Elite. You know, they believe that they are above and everyone else is below. Unless there are other people who are on their level, you know? So, I mean, obviously, you know, they don't want to come out and say that, you know, really. You know, I mean, think of someone like Elon Musk. You know, he's not going to come out and say, yeah, all you people, you're just cow. Buy my cars, please. Just buy them. Now, I don't think he's going to do that, do you? No, it doesn't make a lot of sense. Does it? So, you know, even though you may doubt what I'm saying, you know, you have to understand, you have to consider there's a possibility he thinks you're a cow, even though he doesn't say it. Yeah? You know, he just wants to manipulate you. You know, he just wants you to think of him in a certain way. Yeah, I'm just telling you the truth. I'm telling you who I am. Because I am who I am, bitch. You know, you either... Well, I've tried it. I've tried my best. I've tried my best. I really have. But, you know, maybe I should just stop trying to... Maybe I should just stop trying so hard, you know? You know, it's like that scene in The Matrix, you know, between Neo and Morpheus. He's like, stop trying to hit me. You know, or he was just, you know, what did he say to him? He's like, you know, stop trying to hit me and hit me. You know, because he keeps missing and stuff. And he's like, and when he, you know, he stops thinking about it, he's like, you know, and it just happens. You know, he stops trying and it works like that. That's the thing. That's the beautiful thing about being me. Yeah. That's the thing. Like, perhaps my trying is it's hindering my progress. You know, maybe I should just stop trying. Maybe I should just stop trying. You know, I can just make a video. We can talk some shit. Yeah, talk some shit. Well, you know what shit is? It's matter. Yeah, my words matter. My mom always used to say to me, she used to tell me quite often, she's like, Greg, your breath smells like shit. Yeah, it probably does. Yeah. Sadly, yes. Yeah. I need to quit smoking. That's what I need to do. Yeah. I need to improve my health. You know, I've got to make a decision. I'm at sort of a crossroads. You know what I mean? I'm sort of at that point in my life where it's like, okay, do I continue to destroy the body I am in, or do I try to focus on my health? But you know, it's an interesting thing, isn't it? You know, that's the thing. When a non-smoker tells a smoker that it's bad for you, you need to quit it, you can't smoke, that's bad for you. But you know, and that's the thing, you know, and all this, you know, a lot of smokers are very unhappy at the moment, aren't they? And pubs and people are, you know, lots of people are getting involved with this emotion, aren't they? They're like, yeah, why is Keir Starmer attacking the smokers, man? But you know, but that's the thing, you know, what is the root cause? What is the root cause for smoking? Now, you know, people smoke for all kinds of reasons. Some people do it to be sociable. Some people do it to be cool. Some people do it because they're stressed. Some people hate their life. You know, if a person hates their life that much, then things like smoking and drinking and doing drugs, well, you know, it happens, you know. And that's the thing, you know, we gotta, when the person is telling you to quit smoking and they're the reason that, you know, you think of that person and they're like, yeah, you're pretty much everything that I hate about this world. You really piss me off. You really make me angry. Therefore, I smoke. Well, it's an interesting, you know, people don't really consider that aspect of it, do they? Yeah. No, I'm just pointing that out. Yeah, I mean, I quit. The reason I started smoking was because when I grew up, when I was still living with my mom, her girlfriend at the time, Jennifer, and my grandparents, you know, there was always this talk about my mom dying, and you know, she needs to quit smoking, you know, or you know, not only is Grant not going to have a dad, he's not going to have a mom either, you know. And you know, that stressed me out. That freaked me out. You know, my grandmother always said, "Oh, I wish your mom would quit smoking, Grant. It's so bad for her. I worry that she's going to die. Would you hate it if your mom died, Grant?" You know, she's very good at, you know, making me feel, ooh, you know, when I was a little kid, you know. It was not very nice of her, really. It was a bit inappropriate, I think, perhaps. But anyway, when I went to boarding school, it was very much like, well, that's the thing, you know, I felt compelled. And I kind of wanted to, I think in my mind at the time I was thinking, like, you know, if I start smoking and become a smoker, then, you know, I'll see how that makes my mum feel. And then I thought that, you know, maybe I could convince her to quit then. But that's not really what happened, you know. I started smoking and I became a smoker. And that's how it happened, you know, and I never stopped, pretty much. unless I've ate for a while. But I kind of felt like, yeah, I didn't really feel that much better as a vapor, to be honest. In fact, I felt like, yeah, I just didn't feel better for vaping, really. I didn't enjoy it as much either. So I just thought, yeah, just go back to cigarettes, whatever. But, you know, I do want to quit. I do want to quit. But it's very hard being me. Like, you know, if you've listened to, you know, several of my videos, then hopefully you should understand by now that I'm a very disturbed individual. You know, I'm you know, the world annoys me. Let's put it that way. Okay? I'm a lonely guy. I spend a lot of time on my own. Nobody to talk to. I feel irritated on a daily basis. And that's the thing. And also I have to work and think a lot. I have to think. And this is a stimulant, and it helps me think. You know, I mean, that's the thing, right? You know, I'm thinking in my mind. You know, I'm making judgment. You know, I'm using my judgment. You know, some would think, you know, and this is a magic thing as well, isn't it? Because it's clouded judgment, isn't it? What's clouded judgment? You know, if someone says you have clouded judgment, well, basically, you can't see through the fog. You can't see through the cloud. Your mind is clouded. You can't think. You're so stuck. You can't, you know, and people talk about smoke and mirrors and etc. Yeah. You know, that's the thing. Smoking could really be, well, that's the thing. You know, if I quit for 6 months, oh wow, things will change. They really will. How they're going to change, I'm not entirely sure. All I know is it's going to be one hell of a ride for somebody. And yeah, I won't say more than that. Okay, because why overthink it? Why overthink it? Anyways, whatever shit can we talk about? Oh, my coffee it's getting cold. Yeah. Oh, did you notice in my last video you see the watch I'm wearing? This is my Grand Seiko. Can you see that? It's a Grand Seiko snowflake. See that? It's got my initials on there. You see? You see that? GS. Those are my initials. Anyways, I paid £5,800. It's a lovely watch, I tell you. It's nice, it's lightweight. Yeah, it's a very nice watch. You know, well, you know, I gotta do something to entertain myself, you know what I mean? Just, almost, you know, it's a magic thing as well. You know, like I said, it's got my initials on it. You know what I mean? Grand is very similar to Grant. Yeah? So, is this cigarette finished? Yeah, I think it's finished. Okay. Ooh, I'm feeling a little spicy. A little spicy today. So, now this is the thing. How do I feel? Because, you know, I don't know who's watching me. I don't know who's paying attention. I don't know what people think. You know, it's hard. That's the thing. That's the thing, right? Because, you know, I can't, I'm not conscious of that. I'm not conscious of that. I can try to figure out. I can try to figure out. I can ask spirits questions. I can try to obtain answers, but ultimately, that's a difficult thing. That's just, you know, I don't feel that's necessary. You know, yeah, it's very interesting, isn't it, how people think about God? You know, they expect God to have some sort of Superman-like qualities, or, you know, someone like, you know, like a cross between Superman and Charles Xavier from X-Men. You know, he's like psychic, he can move things with his mind, he can do all kinds of shit. Well, I can do what I can do. I mean, really, my power is more powerful than Superman. It really is. I mean, the entire universe could just, you know, I mean, that's unlikely to happen, you know, when I just go like that, but, you know, I have that kind of power. Just because I don't exercise that power immediately when I say so, doesn't mean I don't have that power. So, I mean, this is the thing. My power affects everything in the world. So, all the crazy shit in the world, yeah. It's a struggle for power. You know, I'm here, and so, you know, like I said in previous videos, I'm like the serpent on the pole. If you want to survive, then watching my videos, that is your solution to the problem. Yeah. So, you know, it's about, you know, Jesus was meant to be raised up like the serpent in the wilderness. And isn't that interesting? Because, you know, so Jesus was meant to be raised up like the serpent in the wilderness. And people chose, didn't they? They chose to crucify me. They chose to crucify me instead. You know? Well, that's the thing, you know, it's interesting how people make their decisions, isn't it? It's very interesting how they make those decisions. Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's a manifestation of the words that came before that happened. You know, that's the thing. You know, when the new, you know, in the New Testament, you know, Jesus said, you know, I came to fulfill, you know, all of these things, right? And it was all things that had been talked about before, and it all had to do with word magic stuff and spirit stuff, and it was all about fulfilling those manifestations. whilst accomplishing what I accomplished, which was a lot of things all at once. It was, so many things. It's, you can study it from every single angle. There's something to, you can, it's something that a human being cannot do. Okay? A normal human being cannot do that. Only God could do such a thing. And that's why I don't have to worry. I don't have to worry. I can do pretty much just about anything. And I'd still win. Okay? I'm simply trying to explain who I am. I'm trying to provide evidence for that. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to do my best to convince. But yeah. How's this supposed to go, really? I mean, how's this supposed to go? It's horrible. I think about what's going on in the world, like the most horrible, nasty, it's terrible, terrible things, way worse than what you see on the news, okay? Because there's a lot worse things happening in the world than you see on television, I'll tell you that much, okay? And I'm talking about secret societies and stuff they do, because that is very, very bad. And I mean the stuff you see on the news is bad enough, really, isn't it? I guess the thing that annoys me is that, it's like, that's the thing. People, human beings, can help fix the problem. You see, I am doing what I'm meant to do, whilst other people are not doing what they're meant to do. And the situation is that I do what I'm meant to do, okay? And that's what I'm doing. The rest of the world, though, if they are not doing what they're meant to do, well, it's death and destruction for the world. And it will continue and continue and continue. Everyone's on this, they're slipping down that slippery slope. And there's no getting back up afterwards. Okay? So, it's do you want to get involved? Do you want to say something? You want to acknowledge? Do you want to... I mean, that's the thing, those who love me will be given certain help. It's an adventure. It's I mean, that's the beautiful thing about it, right? It is an adventure. It's like, you're discovering something that is... I mean, that's the thing, I know how from where I used to be to where I am now. It's been one heck of a journey. Very very interesting, very hard, but very interesting. And this is the thing, you know, people have to do the same. You know, people have to, you know, put me first. They have to, you know, this is the thing. Life is short, okay? Life is short. You know, people were told to give up their worldly possessions and follow me, follow Jesus. But God first. And, you know, if you read the Old Testament, if you read the New Testament, you know, you can see amazing stories of what happens when God is with you. You know, that's so much more interesting. It's so much more fulfilling. It's so more, you know, it's way more fulfilling than, you know, watching crap television and getting drunk every day. You know, it's something else. It's meaningful. You know, it you know, when you're filled with spirit from above, you know, my spirit, you know, that's something you want. That's something you really want. You just don't know it yet. And, you know, it's an interesting thought, you know, because, you know, a lot of people, they think, oh, I don't want to have to do all that. People would rather do what they want to do. Well, you know, I'm not going to say, you know, I couldn't possibly tell you what the rewards will be, because I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sure, but you wouldn't be disappointed. I would say that. I mean, if you've gone through the journey, you know, you wouldn't be disappointed. I wouldn't have thought so. But that's the thing, isn't it? I mean, like, if you had, think about it this way, you know, if you had children, you know, you sort of have the option, don't you? You could spoil them rotten, and, you know, they could grow up not loving you, not caring about you, treating you, you know, walking all over you, treating you like garbage. You know, thinking, you know, they can just put their hand out and you'll give it to them. You know, some parents have relationships with their children like that, don't they? You know, there are all kinds of relationships people have, don't they? But, you know, it's interesting, you know, I mean, think about it from this perspective, right? Why would I, God, want to incentivize people in the wrong way? I mean, I wouldn't want to incentivize people in the wrong way, would I? That's not a good idea. You know, I want people who love me, not people who want stuff. So, you know, it's really, you know, it's something everyone has to find out. Okay? You know, I've thought about it. Yeah, of course I've thought about lots of things. I've had a lot of time to think about all kinds of stuff. You know, what's gonna happen, this and that and the other, blah blah blah. I mean, that's the thing. If people can prove that, you know, if I feel like I can, if someone loves me, even though they may not be perfect, but if they love me enough, you know, I mean that they, you know, so I know that they actually love me, then, you know, really, I don't have much to worry about, do I? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, that's the thing, you know, love and trust and, you know, well, that's the thing, right? You know, who knows what the future holds? You know, I'm not trying to be a salesman here. I'm just speaking my mind. How long is it? Okay. Let's have a quick look at the news. Come on. What's going on? What's all the Cristiano Ronaldo's squeezing his bitch's ass. Yeah. She's got a white thong on. Yeah. Great. Thanks, Daily Mail. What an important story, huh? Oh, yeah, well, that's an interesting story. I haven't really looked at this very much, but woman, 72, drugged by her husband so 50 men could rape her while unconscious, appears in court after bravely waiving right to anonymity. Oh, it just updated as I was speaking. Face to face with her rapists. Drugged by husband who filmed more than 50 men raping her while she was unconscious after contacting them on Without Her Consent forum. Arrives to see trial begin. Yeah, there's a lot of very evil stuff going on in this world. Yeah, people locked in basements. All kinds of horrible stuff. You know, and people would say, why would God allow that? Why does God? Well, the thing is, you know, I'm God. I'm here. The situation is, as I explained, the world is being destroyed. Very evil things are taking place. I am the serpent on the pole. You have to look at me to survive. And that isn't just you, that's everybody. Okay? I have to be elevated. You know, people have to press the subscribe button. People have to press the like button. People have to press the share button. Yeah? So it spreads. And the more spreads, my likes, yeah, people watch, people see, people hear, yeah, that is the solution. That is the solution. You know, the situation is what it is. I mean, the thing is, I'm God. I care about people. I don't want to see, I don't want to hear about, you know, I feel horrified. I do. I feel genuinely horrified. But the situation is what it is. I can't stop it. I'm not meant to stop it. People are meant to work with me to stop it. You understand? You know, this is a team effort. Except there's, well, I have spirits that are part of my team. Okay? Those who love me, those who help me. But I'm trying to get a team of physical, well, human beings, people who are in flesh bodies. Yeah? A living nightmare. Yeah. You know, I tend to stay up a lot at night. Strange that, isn't it? Like, I've spent so much of my time in this house the last 3 years, awake at night time. I got 3 hours of sleep this morning. Yeah, so I'm living in West-Super-Mare. I stay up all night. Nightmare. Yeah. And you know what a knight is? Like in the Tower deck, you have knights. You have the 4 horsemen, the knights. They ride horses. Marry, mare, whores. Yeah? Do you understand? What's a Mary? A mare. It's a horse. In it. As I've explained. Yeah, I called my last video, I said, what's the Pussyholic Church? Well, that's the thing. People say pussy, cat. So pussy is cat and cat is pussy. You understand? These words are used interchangeably. Yeah. You know what an alcoholic is? Yeah. People make that, people say stuff like chocoholic because, people are addicted to chocolate. Yeah, I'm a chocoholic. I'm a pussyholic. You understand? Doop doo 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 doo. So, yeah. Oh yeah, that guy Fat Man Scoop died the other day, didn't he? Yeah, I listened to his last interview, I think. Well, he was talking about health problems. And he's like, I'm not gonna die. I'm not dying. And then he was on stage. And then he died and people were praying for him and stuff. I remember him being online. He had all these videos talking. It was him and his wife. And they were doing Karma Sutra sex advice videos. Yeah. Very Christian. Not. Oh, here's another thing as well. What I've been talking about, Rihanna. So, when I'm on the Daily Mail, when I'm scrolling up and down, I look for the celebrity bit on the side. And, very often she's there. And I saw her new thing today. So, she is the headline is, she's doing an advert. So she's replaced Charlize Theron as the golden goddess in the J'adore Dior adverts. So you have Dior, right? There's Christian Dior. So this is the thing. I am Dior. I'm Dior. You want to know what that means? I had a girlfriend when I was 19. Her name was Jodie Orr. That's JODIEORR. She was a dental nurse. I was with her for about a month and a half. She had a housemate as well. His name was Andy, and he was a carpenter. He was about 40, and she was about 27, I think. 26, 27, something like that. Yeah, she's a bit of a, I think she was a bit of a, she liked surfing. I remember she used to go on holidays to Cornwall. I guess you could say she was a bit of a surfer chick, or she was a surfer chick wannabe. I remember being at her house and I was watching all these surfer movies, and that's when I really started thinking about surfing. I thought, wow, that looks so cool. And she reminds me, she's got a short haircut. She looks like that woman from the film Point Break. The one who gets with Keanu Reeves. Johnny Utah. See you in the next life, Johnny. don't forget he was a Janny. Janny. Anyways, so yeah, Christian, Christ, Dior. Yeah, well I did. Dior. Deed or, yeah, Dior, yeah? You understand? Or is another, it's a sex magic word. Yeah. That's the thing, you know, when someone rows a boat, you know, you have like the paddle thing, and it goes through the oar, doesn't it? So it's like, you know, it's a phallic shaped object, and it goes through the oar, doesn't it? So it holds it in place. And you do your rowing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's another sex magic thing. Yeah. Weird, huh? Yeah. Well, learning the code, you know, I mean, I've never been a rower. As far as I can, you know, I never remember going rowing. Well, I suppose I have probably done a bit of rowing, but do you know what I mean? I mean, there's so much of the code, the babble, that, you know, is quite kind of alien to me in a way, because it's like, well, you know, but it takes time to figure it all out. Let's do some cards. Come on, man. Yeah. So I'm going to use a different deck today. So this is, well, it's called Intuit Tarot. It's got keywords on it. So, and it's got pictures. So it has like symbols on there. It has all sorts of, you know, it has, you know, here's a sample card. So this is 6 of Cups. You see the children? So it has a, you know, the right way up. So this is the right way up, and it also has reverse keywords. I don't really use the keywords, if I'm being honest. I mean, I've been through loads of them before. You know, that's the thing. People, when they do tarot, they don't know what they're reading. They really have no idea. But people, you know, that's the thing. There's a lot of, you know, it's all, people want to construct stories, you know. You know, tarot, you know, there are a lot of people, you know, tarot readers who make a lot of money, you know, like, there are people who, you know, I mean, like, people getting paid, like, hundreds of dollars and stuff like that, for interpreting cards. That's no joke. That's a lot of money, you know, and people do that. So, you know, and it's all about, you know, people want to hear someone who's got confidence. They, you know, and they want to have, you know, yeah, there's a lot of bullshit that's done. Okay, it's witchcraft. The fact is, I'm spirit. I'm God. So when people are using these things, they're drawing on my power. And what they're doing is it's like the zodiac, you know, you know, people call it the star signs, you know, and it's like, you know, the zodiac is like, you know, it looks like a pizza that's been cut into slices. The fact is, I'm the light of the world. I'm God. But everyone else is trying to, they want that light. And so that's how that shit got invented. That's how that shit came about. You know, people wanted their star signs. People want to be stars. You know, and that's the thing. You know, in tarot, you have everything. You know, it's all divide. You know, all these different things. So different cards are assigned to different star signs, and so it's all about trying to take my power and divide it amongst all the people. based on their date of birth. I mean, how fucking crazy is that? But that's what the world does. You know, it wants to chop me into little pieces and sell me off bit by bit. You know, how would the world feel if I did that today? You know? Start a meat processing facility. You know what I mean? Turn everyone into sausages and burgers. Or whatever, right? I don't think people would be very happy about that, would they? No. Anyway, what do we want to talk about? What do we want to talk about, cards? Any suggestions? Here's the card. Oh, that's too many. The Lovers. So we've got the Lovers card here. Can you see that? It's a bit, yeah, oh, maybe that helps a bit. So you can kind of see there's a woman there. She's got angel wings. Oh. So apparently if you're, oh no, it's, yeah, there's two people and there's an angel. There's a woman, a female angel. A female angel. Yeah. So, this is a Gemini card. Can you see the symbol in the... Yeah, you can see this. There's the symbol. You see that? It's the second symbol down. Okay. What's the one below that? I can't remember. What is that? Is that... I don't know. What is that? I'm trying to think. What, that's Venus? Is it Venus? I'm not entirely sure. It could be. It's interesting though, Gemini. I mean, the Gemini star sign, you know, it's a person who's got two faces. So they're two-faced, aren't they? They got a double face. They're double. Their face is double. Well, that's the thing. You know, I was talking about Jodie Orr, wasn't I? Jodie Orr. Well, she's a Gemini. Yeah. What happened with her anyway? Well, I was going out with a woman called Europa, and she was a total whore. And I think I separated from her. We had an argument. And there was this woman who'd been following me around at clubs called Jodie. And she was, you know, she'd followed me around. I remember her coming back to my house one night after clubbing. I didn't do anything with her. We just hung out. And then she invited me to her house. She met me at a bar. I took her number. She met me at a bar. And then I went to her house. I met her housemates. Her housemates didn't, you know, that guy called Andy, he really didn't like me. He's like, what the fuck, why are you bringing him here? Which is strange because later on I actually used to hang out with him. We used to party together, which was quite weird. Carpenter. And so, yeah, no, I got with Jodie, basically. I was tired. I said, hey, let me come in your bed. And the next thing I knew, yeah. Anyway, that was a long time ago. Very long time ago. Okay, so there's the Lovers card. So, you know, the Lovers, okay? Whoever we're talking about, anybody, okay? So, what do we want to say about the Lovers? What's this? What do we want to talk about here? Come on. Oh, 8 of Wands. So we've got 8 of Wands. You see those airplanes? They're flying through the sky. So this is, you know, traveling. It's moving on. It's going somewhere. Okay. They're flying in the sky, aren't they? 8 of Wands. Well, I always think that's a really interesting sex magic card because, you know, if you know what a wand looks like, right? It's a big stick, right? You know what a stick can be, right? You know, a man has a stick, yeah. and you know what it means to eat or ate, yeah. And obviously, you know, people who participate in, let's say, anal sex, well, that's where you find what you ate. You know? You know what I'm saying? It's what you ate that's there. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's a hell of a confusing card, isn't it? It really is. So what else do we want to know about this? Maybe we should just become a tarot channel. We can just tell people what they want to hear. You know, just tell them a lot of bullshit. Just for a laugh. You're an asshole. Give me $50. Oh, these cards just flew out here. So we got 5 of Wands. There's 5 of Wands. You see this? Oh, some in this. So these are, you know, these are different pictures than the Rider-Waite deck. But you see, a 5 of Wands. It depicts a battle of its people swinging their wands around. You know, there's a battle going on, and in this picture you can see you got these 2 footballers, right? And you know, he's doing his whatever, you know, he's doing his slide along the ground. He's, you know, he's trying to tackle. He's trying to get the ball. Yeah, they're fighting for the ball. Football. Competition. So what does it say on the key words here? It says competition, arguing, chaos, misunderstandings, opposition, temper, lost opportunity. And then we have a Knight of Coins. Okay, so there's a woman. So normally the Knight cards is a man on a horse, but here's a woman on a horse. I mean, this was a deck designed by a woman. Okay, and this, you know, this says connected to nature. You know, that's an interesting. Well, this is by a woman. You know, she's all about Mother Earth. You know, she thinks it's connected to nature, so that's what she thinks. You know, coins. Well, coins are pentacles. Pentacles represent Earth. Okay, so coins are Earth. See, so some people, they don't want to say pentacles because it's a 5-pointed star, and they look at that as a witchy thing. And so what they want to do is put coins instead of pentacles. Okay? You know, people feel better if they change it to something different. And also coins, well, that's the thing. You know, Earth, material. You know, people want material possession. They want that coin. They want that money. Yeah? That's interesting because Aaliyah Dana Houghton, you know, she was in that film, Queen of the Damned, and she played a vampire called Akasha. You know, have you ever heard of the Akashic Records? So she played and that's the thing, you know, what's cash? It's money, coins and stuff, yeah? You know, there's that, you know, yeah. You get the point. So, what does it say here? Knight of Coins, connected to nature. You know, these are the key words. So this, you know, this helps people figure out what it's trying to say. You know, for people who don't know anything, right? Conservative, practical, hardworking, responsible, protective, defensive, persistent, stubborn, patient, loyal, slow. Yeah. Whatever, right? Yeah. You know, they're put there really to help people, to guide people who have no clue whatsoever. But the fact is, I've done so many readings. I mean, yeah, I have. I've done so many. And I've questioned it and questioned it and questioned it and questioned it. It's like so many times that I've, you know, I figured out that these cards, they're primarily used to hide sex magic. So the first card we get, the Lovers. And then we got 8 of Wands, 5 of Wands, Knight of Coins. Now, would I consider myself a Knight of Coins? Well, a Knight of Coins, you know, I kind of look at someone who's a Knight of Coins as someone who's, you know, they're going after material stuff, or they're, you know, they're trying to make some money maybe, or you know, it can be other things. You know, it could be talking about sex, maybe. It could be talking about all kinds of stuff, really. But what we got here? So the Lovers, 8 of Wands, 5 of Wands, 5 of Wands, Knight of Coins. Okay, get another few cards here. Okay, that's, how many cards is that? Okay, well, I'll take them. Got 3 of Coins. So this is people working together. Judgment. Okay, there's some sort of judgment happening. Okay, and we got 2 of Coins. So this is kind of like the Hoe card. You know, it's a Capricorn card. 2 of Coins. Well, you know, 2 of Coins. This is someone who's juggling stuff. Okay, you know, someone who sleeps around there with lots of people. 2 of Coins. Okay. But let's have a little look at these. Okay. What's this say? So we've got the Lovers, 8 of Wands, 5 of Wands, Knight of Coins, 3 of Coins, Judgment, 2 of Coins. So let's go through these cards. So I showed you the Knight of Coins, okay? And then we got 3 of Coins, okay? So these people are working together. You know, it could mean like a church setting, or it could be, you know, people, anywhere people congregate and work together, okay? You know, it could also mean, yeah, it can mean all kinds of things. But what does it say here? Doing it together, collaborate, active listening, synergy, co-manage, team. Judgment. Okay, so that says heeding the call, new spiritual story, forgiveness, awakening, evaluation, mission, rebirth, action, decision, renewal. 2 of Coins. A balancing act, adaptability, prioritize, juggle, back and forth, quick decisions, financially adept. Wow. I mean, this is the thing, you know, people are sleeping around. We've got, you know, a world full of people shagging around. They're doing sex magic together, okay? They're creating all kinds of connections. You know, they're creating this big, giant sex soup of magic together, you know? You know, I don't use Tinder, but you know, on Tinder you either swipe left or you swipe right. Which way is it? So if you don't like someone, you swipe left. Which is interesting, because if that is how it is, right? You're swiping left because you left them, right? And then there's someone who's, you know, you see someone you like, so you swipe right. I bet you that's the way it is, isn't it? It probably is, isn't it? It kind of makes sense to me in terms of magic. Anyways, what does this say? The Lovers, 8 of Wands, see the 5 of Wands. So So the lovers, you know, there's this moving forward or progress or potentially sex magic, as I explained, but you know, always I have to keep all these things in mind while trying to figure out what's the real message being said here. Okay? But, you know, I think what it's trying to say is the lovers, they're moving towards what this says, you know, it says competition, it's personality clashes, okay? 5 of Wands, personality clashes, competition, arguing, chaos, misunderstandings, opposition, temper, lost opportunity. Okay? And then there's this Knight of Coins that shows here. Who's the Knight of Coins? Or is it talking about a bunch of people? So there's this Knight of Coins. This is someone who is... And the symbol there, okay, so the Knight of Coins, okay, I don't know if you can see that, but on that card, it has the symbol for Virgo. Okay? I mean, that may mean something, it may not mean anything. I'm just pointing it out, okay? Just in case you might be Virgo, right? So there's this Knight of Coins. Now, it depicts a woman, but it could be a man. I mean, normally the Knight is a man, okay? It's a Knight of Coins. So there's this chaos, this competition, arguing, lost opportunity, temper, misunderstandings, whatever, right? Knight of Coins. Okay, so there's this Knight of Coins here. You know, this is someone who is earthly, you know, they think they're earthly minded, they're worldly, okay? And they're riding, you know, they're going somewhere slowly, probably, you know, they money, dirt, crap, whatever it is they're pursuing, I don't know. So Knight of Coins, 3 of Coins. So there's this 3 of Coins. So there's a bunch of people who are working together. Okay? There's some sort of collaboration. Okay. And then there's this Judgment. Okay? So I get the impression that this Knight of Coins is collaborating. So there's a bunch of people and they're judging. There's some kind of judgment happening, okay? You know, they're being judged, maybe they're being judgmental, okay? I mean, that's the thing about me, okay? Okay, that's the thing about, okay? And then we have the 2 of Coins. So it says here, a balancing act. So this is like well, it's Capricorn. Okay, it's the Capricorn card. It's one of the Capricorn cards, okay. The other Capricorn cards would be the Devil. Oh, look, my screen just changed. Anyway, the Devil. What other Capricorn cards are there? There's probably 1 or 2 others, probably, but that's all I can think of right now. These are the 2 main ones that I can remember. I think there are. But anyway. So there's this Judgment. Okay. And the 2 of Coins, he kind of looks like, in the Rider-Waite deck, he kind of looks like a bit of a clown. He's just juggling 2 pentacles, you know. You know, he's a bit of a clown. He's juggling stuff. A balancing act. Well, the key words here: adaptability, prioritize, juggle. I'm not sure about prioritize. I don't know where prioritize would come from. Adaptability, well, a balancing act, yeah. Perhaps. Juggle, yeah. Back and forth, I suppose. Quick decisions, financially adept. I mean, it could be, I don't know if it's something to do with money. I don't think so. I think someone probably thinks I'm a clown, or someone thinks that, someone thinks I'm a clown looking for attention, maybe. You reckon that's it? Yeah, well, that's would kind of make sense, wouldn't it? Yeah. So the lovers. So, maybe this is a couple. Or these are couples. Yeah. Or it could be people that, it could be, it says connections. It could be people who say that they loved me, maybe. Perhaps. Maybe. I don't know. But these people are moving towards something quickly. Okay? It's saying that, there's bad shit going on. Okay? There's chaos. Competition. Arguing. Temper. Opposition. Misunderstandings. Okay? And here's United coins. Okay? This is someone who's earthly, worldly. Okay? They're on that horse, they're riding it, they're looking for money or whatever it is, looking for dirt. Okay, and then got a whole bunch of people there working together, looking for that dirt, or whatever. And then you go judgment. So probably someone's being judgmental, and they're like, "Yeah, you're a fucking clown." Okay. Yeah. So, I'm trying my best. When I first realized who I am, I suppose I kind of had that same thought about myself. I'm like, how the hell can I be God? Like, I'm a guy who likes to laugh. I'm a bit of a naughty boy, really, aren't I? I have been. I'll be honest. I've done things that a lot of people would say, that's sinful, you can't do that. But the fact is that, like I've explained, I've had a lot of witchcraft done against me. I'm God. I do what the fuck I like, actually. Last time I checked, yeah, I don't think there's no one above me. It's me. That's how it is. That's the thing, Well, that's the thing, I'm supposed to be raised up like the serpent in the wilderness. Well, what's a snake? What's a snake like to do? Yeah. I'm here. I want to have some fun for once in my life. Once in my existence, will the world allow me to be happy? Will the world allow me to have fun? Or is the world just going to want to murder me again? What's fair? What's fair? My complexion? Is that what's fair? Oh, is that fair? Oh, I got what I deserved, did I? My fair skin. That's what's fair, is it? Oh, how wonderful, world. Thank you so much. You gave me my skin. Thank you so much. That's fair, is it? Do you allow me to have my skin? Very kind of you. Anyways, you get the point, right? Hopefully. Look, people think I'm being a clown. Well, I mean, look at it. Look at all the stuff on YouTube, right? Clowns everywhere. The ones who get the views, they're clowns. People have an attention span of about 5 seconds. They just scroll to the next video. Next, 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 next. Do you know what I mean? I'm God. If I want to be a bit of a clown, if I want to, look, I am who I am. Okay. I can still love people. I do love, I've done my best to love people, people want to think I'm a clown. And that's the thing, people want to, people, they read the Bible and they're like, oh yeah, because Jesus is supposed to be up in the cloud. Yeah, that's where he's going to be. He's going to be up there where the cloud is. But then there's cloud computing. Yeah, as I've explained it, ages ago. I sit here, I'm fucking surrounded by clouds of smoke. But that's the thing, people want to, they want to see, they want to be able to walk outside and they're going to see this bright light in the cloud, and then a guy in a white robe with long hair and a beard, he's going to be like, oh, I'm coming down to y'all. I'm Jesus, I'm going to come wash your feet for you. Hallelujah, come by. Let's sing a song. People have some very strange expectations, don't they? But that's the thing, everyone in the world, it talks about how, the Word of God and everything that was made through the world, in the world, is made through the Word. Okay? Isn't that interesting? Because the world, well, W-O-R-L-D, yeah, the word is in the word world. You get it? And I live in a place called Whirl, spelled with, there's no D, it's W-O-R-L-E. Whirl. Like curly whirly. I used to eat those when I was a kid. In Whirl. Anyway. Yeah. So, that's the thing. I'm the man in the middle, essentially. See, everyone in the world, you got rich people, you got poor people, you got people who like rock music, you got people who like dance music, you got people who, you got people who do all, people who have all different types of interests and personalities. And I'm the guy who's in the middle of everybody, in a sense, because everyone is trying to draw my power in one way or another. Whether it's good things or bad things, or everyone wants to have their slice of me. You know what I mean? So I am really the man in the middle that nobody wants to love. I'm basically, I'm the guy, and that's a funny thing, because I grew up, when I was a little kid, I grew up with two cousins, one's a year older than me and one's a year younger than me, and I felt I was sort of like the piggy in the middle, there was that TV show, Malcolm in the Middle, when I was a little kid. Anyway, well, it was a reflection of me. That's what it was. So, look, I've tried to provide as much evidence as I can. If you see it, then you see it. If you don't see it, then you don't. If you hear what I'm saying, if it makes sense, it makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. If you're going to just say, oh wow, he sounds like a clown. If that's the kind of judgment you want, well, I can say, go fuck yourself. I'm God. I can say whatever the fuck I like. I can do whatever the fuck I like, actually. So yeah. I'm going to say what I want. I'm going to do what I want. Because I'm God, and it's my time. I am God. People should treat me like the king. I am the king of kings. There's no one above me. People do try. They do try. But it's going to end very badly for those who try to put themselves above me. So all I'm asking, and I've tried to ask politely, okay? I've tried my best to ask people to love me and recognize who I am. this nonsense. This nonsense of, treating me like some kind of clown show. Well, that could go on for a long time. I'm not going to keep playing this game. Well, I'll do what I want to do, but, the more time people waste, the worse it's going to be for them. Okay? So, it's make your mind up time. Yeah? Make your mind up time. What a strange saying, huh? What a strange saying. You got all these women putting their makeup on, putting their clown face on. Females. Clown! It's a clown! What a crazy fucking world we live in, huh? Yep. You see, those who loved me enough to say no to the temptations of the world, even though they're not going to be perfect, but they love me, and they're willing to say no to that stuff. They're willing to say, they're willing to put me first because they recognize what I've done. They recognize who I am. They recognize that I created them. They recognize that I love them, and I want to help them. And and they're happy to do whatever else. They're going to be so rewarded. They really will. They really will. They'll be happy. Very happy. That I will say, that's definitely happening. Oh yeah, they'll be happy. They'll be very happy. So, but there are those who perhaps only just realized God exists. Well, they got a lot of work to do. That's all I'm saying. But, but this is the thing, how's this gonna go? How's this gonna go? Well, people have to have faith. People have to be willing to suffer for what is right. Okay? For what is correct. Not what's on the right hand side, but what's correct, what's good. Okay? People have to commit themselves. People have to take that leap of faith. That's where it starts. That's where it starts. And it will get difficult. Trust me, it will be difficult and that's what happens. I mean, this is what happened. I'll explain my story, okay? The world didn't want me finding out who I was. And I'm going through my life, my life is a magic battle. There's me against the evil forces, right? The evil demons and the evil people trying to, lots of people doing witchcraft against me. And the thing is that I win. So it was only a matter of time before I got to a certain point where I begin to look very dangerous. I become a threat to those who are trying to be me, or those who have tried to steal my power. And that's the thing, those who commit are standing, those who love God, those who stand in the truth will be recognized. The world will see you as the enemy. Okay? The demons will not like you at all. you. I can promise you that. That's why it's hard. That's what makes it so hard. You know, that's the thing. You know, you look at society. You know, people want to please their friends. They want to please their girlfriends and boyfriends and all the people they shag, and you know, their orgies, and you know, they want everyone to like them. You know, they want people in their family to like them. You know, they don't want to rock the boat too much. You know. There lies the problem, right? Because you know, that's a problem, isn't it? Because that is an obstruction. Those are obstructions. You know, those things get in the way of you finding the truth and standing in the truth. You know, this is how I ended up a very lonely guy. Okay. That's how, well, I was very, very lonely, and then I became surrounded by spirits. You know, I was the guy who used to sit at home and I would talk to myself all day long. I would talk to myself all the time. You know, when I got surrounded by spirits, it was like, yeah. Strange. Very strange. It's like, you know, I was so used to talking to myself, and then I'm like, oh, I'm surrounded by spirits. It's a very strange thing. It's a strange thing. Yeah, I didn't know whether to talk to myself or talk to the spirits. I was like, well, you know, who am I talking to now? Who am I talking to? You know, it's a very strange experience for me. Anyways, loneliness can have a huge, you know, it had a huge, you know, my life, yeah, things in my life had a huge impact on me. You know, I used to suffer from a lot of anxiety, depression, sadness, anger, grief, all sorts of stuff. Okay. You know, my life has been a huge roller coaster ride. It's been, you know, extreme. I can feel extremely happy sometimes, and then next minute I can be extremely sad, depressed. It's hard work being me. It has been, yeah. And I have to look at a world that seems to be quite happy with itself. You know, it's quite content to just carry on doing what it does. You know, society's falling apart. You know, this country is falling apart. The country I live in, England, I mean, it's turned into a real shithole. You know, perhaps I could find a better word, but words, you know. But, you know what I'm saying? I mean, how's this supposed to go? You know, well, I don't know exactly. I don't know. But I kind of thought that, well, that's the thing, I'm going to be the serpent on the pole. And I'm hoping what's going to happen is people are going to recognize who I am. And I'm going to be treated like God, King of Kings. And I'm going to probably kick King Charles out of Buckingham Palace, and I'll go live there or something. Or maybe I'll go to, you know, number 10 Downing Street or something. You know, kick the Prime Minister out. Keir Starmer, you know, can throw him in a prison cell or something, I don't know. You know, get get some nice mansions and, you know, nice cars, you know, some nice ladies, you know, get some, you know, whatever, right? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You know, I want to be treated good, you know what I mean? And, you know, I need to, you know, that's the thing. I need to become stronger and stronger and stronger, you know? I've got a world to fight. I've got a lot of work to do, you know? That's a scenario that I'm talking about, you know? Maybe that's what's going to happen. Maybe not, you know? Maybe that's not going to happen. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it would be nice. I would say no. But, you know, I mean, what do I deserve? You know, what do you think I deserve? If I am God, what do you think I deserve? Do you think I deserve to be happy? Do you think I deserve to have the things that would have made you happy? Yeah? You know, what do you think's fair? You know, we're not just talking about you. You know, we're talking about, look at all these super rich people doing really evil things, you know? You know, why, well, what about them? What about everything? You know, you have to consider everything and everybody that's on the planet. You know, what's going on there? You know, what's fair for them? You know, what would you expect? What expectations do you really have? You know, think about your expectations. Be quite honest, I'd be very happy if people just knew my name and listened to me more than anything else. I mean, that would... yeah. That would be a real shock for me. I don't know quite how I would handle all that, but I'll just try my best and just keep going with it. So... see, the thing is, you know, people have stuff, you know, they got their possessions, they got their house, they got their car, they got their girlfriend or boyfriend or wife, you know, they got money in their savings account, they got their investments, you know, they got their usury going on, they got their loans, their credit cards, they got, you know, they had their plans for the future, want to go on a holiday. You know, they want to do all these things, buy nice stuff, and get money, and, you know, get drunk, and party, and shag, and party, and shag, and party, and do drugs, and whatever, right? You know, they don't want to make any room in their life for me, for God. So, you know, it's a disaster that was foretold a long time ago. You know, people don't want to give up, do they? They don't want to give up. They want to keep. They want to hold on, waste time, make the wrong decisions because they're being tempted. They've fallen to temptation, haven't they? You know, the fascinating thing is that, you know, those who love God and walk with God, they have a very magical journey. You know, life becomes magical and meaningful. You learn. You know, ultimately, you have to understand that life is short. You know, you have to learn. You have to understand these things. You have to understand that. You have to really understand what the situation is, and that's, you know, that you need to understand the truth. You know, once you're there, that's a good place to be. That's where you want to be. That's where you should be. That's where that's what you should be trying to do. Okay. Now I don't know exactly what's going to happen to every individual person. I don't know. I don't know. But people have to put me first. People have to listen to me. People have to be prepared to do what needs to be done. You know, stop. People need to stop worrying about what they could, or, you know, that's the thing. Don't worry about what you might lose. You know, look, read. So, you know, time and time again. So in the Old Testament, God said to the Israelites, I said to the Israelites, you know, like, you know, I would give them things like manna. You know, it was food for them to eat. You know, and things like that. You know, and you know, things like birds and stuff. And you know, so they'd have birds to eat, food to eat, right? You know, and I said to them, like, you know, just eat what you need. You know, don't need to collect as much as you possibly can in one go and carry it all along with you. You know, it's, you know, you know, I wanted them to trust me to always provide for them when they needed it. You know, that it's a test of faith. It's a test of faith. Yeah, I mean, it's you know, allowing yourself to be, you know, it's taking that leap of faith and saying that God will, you know, you trust God, you love God, you trust God will provide for you when you need it. You know, that's, you know, and that's the thing, you know, people, when they get what they want, you know, when they have all the, you know, they've got everything, it's good, they're happy with all the things they have, you know, they very easily forget me. They forget me. And that's the thing, isn't it? It's crazy, isn't it? Because I'm God, I bless people. You know, so that's the thing. Like, you know, and I'm the serpent on the pole. You know, we can have this connection. You listen to me. We have this, you know, you hear me. You listen to me. You see me. Give me a second. But that's the thing. I'm God. I want to bless you. But if I bless you, you don't love me. You see, this is the problem here. That's the problem. I bless you, and then you turn away from me and you wander off. Do you know what I mean? Like, imagine, you know, a kid that, you know, he only goes to his parents when his parents are going to give him money or presents, and then as soon as he gets it, he's just like, oh, thank you, and then he wanders off. Never to be seen ever again. You know, unless he wants something, you know. I mean, that's kind of what it is. You know, this happens again and again and again. I bless people, but then they're like, oh, thanks. And then and off they go. Yeah, and they forget about me. It's not a healthy relationship, is it? It's not a healthy relationship. You know, I cannot continue to do that. So the situation is what the situation is. I'm the serpent on the pole. And it's my turn. Okay? You know, I want the world, I want people to love me and to bless me. You know, it's kind of the other way around now. Do you understand? It's sort of, well, it's a two-way thing, but it's, you know what I mean? those who love me and bless me, I'm going to bless them. You know, it's going to be a two-way thing. So, you know, people, you know, well, look, people, and the thing is, people have to learn as well, okay? I'm not going to say that people can just skip the entire learning process and be like, hey, we don't need to learn anything. We can just do this or whatever. You know, people need to learn as well the errors of their ways, right? They have to be, and that's the thing, you know, that's, yeah, you know, I hope you get that. I hope you understand that, you know, people tend to be shallow people, evil, sinners, they do wrong, in the sight of God, yeah? I look at what people do and I see the evil in what they do, even if they don't recognize it as evil. And most people know what they do is evil. They know that they've done bad things. They know they have. You know, they've done things they shouldn't have done. They've hurt other people. They've said nasty things. They've done. There are all kinds of things that people have done. Okay. There's a huge list of, you know what I mean? I'm just saying that people have to learn, okay? And people will learn. People will learn, okay? I mean, look, you know, whether you're younger than me, I'm 36 years old, or maybe you're older than me, the fact is, I'm God, and, you know, nothing will change that. There's nothing, you know, it doesn't matter if you're in an older body than me or a younger body, you know, I am Father. That might seem a bit strange, but it's what it is, what it is. I am who I am. So, people have to understand I created them. I created everything. Okay? My phone's running out of battery, so I need to... Ooh, hang on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to end this video. And it's been a long video, hasn't it? So, I think that'll do for this one. Okay? So, yeah, look, the thing is that people, I mean, that's the thing, if you're a father, well, if you're a dad, okay, you're a dad, and, you know, you have children, right, you want them to learn how to be good people, right, you know, it's you know, well, that's the thing, you know, who stands to benefit from that? Them and you. You know what I mean? It's a it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. People have to be prepared to. That's the thing. You know, people are tempted. People love their wicked ways, don't they? You know, they find it so hard to let go of it. So, my advice to you is try. Okay? So, I have to end the video here because my phone is almost out of battery. So, I'll speak to you later.